Welcome to episode 32 of the Rise Fitness and Nutrition Podcast. I am your host, Carlo. Today we are going to talk about the calories you didn't know you should be burning. Are you a little bit interested? If you like this podcast, please share it on your Instagram channel and leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcast. That helps me a lot. Happy listening! Burning calories while working out surely is a staple of body transformation. And I think you hear this all the time too. Something along the lines of, you gotta burn your calories to lose fat. Work out hard. And on one hand, this is certainly not a lie. Working out, whether at the gym or playing sports or any activity that gets you moving, does help you burn calories that ultimately will lead to fat loss with the right nutrition. But there's a catch here. Let's step back 1 second. Talking about calories, let me quickly refresh a few concepts here. First of all, what is a calorie? The calorie is a unit of energy defined as the amount of heat needed to raise the temperature of a quantity of water by 1 degree. Wow, as simple as that. One thing to keep in mind here is that this is a standard measurement. No need to overthink or make it too complex. Not all measurements of calories you read on nutrition label are precise. They usually aren't, they are mostly precise, and it's a good estimate to use. If we take number by number, a calorie is just a calorie, so 100 calories of fat, protein or carbohydrates are the same, although the quantity of food to generate those calories is very different. The same way 1 kilo of concrete is the same as 1 kilo of empty plastic bottles. Just the quantity of the material needed to reach 1 kilo is different. Last thing is that every day your body burns calories. This process goes on 24/7, from the moment you started existing to the moment you stop existing. There is no break, but there are moments when the fire is stronger and moments when it's weaker. Yeah, and they happen normally during different situations of your life, but never ever your body stops to then resume burning calories. Now that I have refreshed these concepts, what makes your body burn calories? Simply said, being alive. But there are actually different types of calorie consumption you go through every day that are worth it understanding to help you figure out why sometimes it feels like your body is not changing despite all the efforts you put working out. Let's have a look at these ways from the one that burns the most to the one that burns the least. You'll be surprised. The number one calorie burner of your body is your basal metabolism. And yup, this is your higher burner. Basal metabolism is the amount of calories you burn during the day just by being alive and functioning, nothing else. It does vary during your lifespan. It cannot be radically increased, but with an active lifestyle and a strong body, you can keep it a little higher despite the age. Number 2 is the non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or NEAT. And this gets the silver medal on the podium of calorie burning. This is the amount of calories you burn during the day being active, but not because of working out or sports. This is super duper important, but we talk about it more later. Bronze medal in the burning podium is the exercise associated thermogenesis, or EAT. Yeah, well, no pun intended here. This is the amount of calories you burn during any type of exercise, sports, workout, anything that you like that is a sport. Last on the list, we have the thermogenic effect of food, or TEF. This is the amount of calories your body uses to digest what you eat. Usually protein requires more energy to be processed, so higher protein in your diet will have you burn a little more. But believe me, in the big scheme of things, this higher quantity you burn is really negligible. Now, as much as I don't want to give an extreme amount of weight to this, it is crucial to have them clear in mind to understand a key concept. Working out 1 or 2 hours a day might not be enough to help you on your body transformation, and here is why. Take me as an example. I work from home 4 out of 5 days a week, and unless I specifically have to do something, I do not necessarily leave my apartment from the moment I wake up to the moment I leave to go to the gym in the evening. And if I cannot go to the gym for whatever the reason, I might not even leave my apartment for an entire day. Does it sound familiar to you? What do I want to say with this? Well, here is what I realized some time ago. Even if I was going to the gym for 2 hours and lift weights as hard as I could every day, I realized I was not getting enough movement throughout the day. And that turned to be another issue. Sure, my nutrition was okay, but considering my level of activity, I felt, sort of bloated and heavy, so there was a piece of the puzzle that was missing. During my previous podcasts, I more than often stressed the importance of tracking to understand where you're going, and if the direction doesn't fit your destination, work through troubleshooting your situation to find out the improvement points. And there you have it. I did exactly that to realize that, surprise, surprise, I was being way too sedentary. And you might be like, dude, what are you talking about? You were working out 2 hours a day every day. True, but the rest of the day, I was not doing anything. So I was way too much sedentary. Reasonably, if I tell you this way, it sounds really obvious. But it's common to be inside a situation and not realize it. And that's why, let me stress this one more time, it's important to track and review periodically, as if there are any issues, that's the best way to find them out and correct them. That said, I realized that I wasn't moving enough during the day and that my daily steps were way below 5,000 a day. And, as you might be thinking, my NEAT, my non-exercise activity thermogenesis, was also super low, with the exception of occasional daily chores. Hey, but this was nothing compared to the days where I would go to the office 5 days a week. I would walk a lot more. And since I work from home, this doesn't happen anymore. On a regular basis, at least. So here is the point of today's podcast. If you have a very sedentary lifestyle, working out 1 or 2 hours a day might just not be enough to efficiently help you change your body. If you spend the rest of the 12 plus hours when you're awake being sitting on a chair or moving very little. So what can you do to improve your health and or to ease into your fat loss? Increase your NEAT, your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or simply said, move. Yeah, really, that's simple. Move as much as you can during the day. If you are locked down at home, stand up and walk to the kitchen to get water. Vacuum the floor, do the laundry, climb the stairs in your place up and down if you have any. Do everything you can to move around as much as you can. And if you're free to go outside, and therefore you do go outside, walk to the grocery, bike around. Forget escalators in malls, trains or metro stations. Climb the stairs for F's sake. Every chance you have to move is a perfect chance to be taken, and is another thing that will help your body to feel better, to improve your health, and if you're working on fat loss, to help your fat loss process. As easy as that. What am I doing on my side, for example? Every day when I go to the gym, I take the long road so I can walk more. I have added 20 to 30 minutes or 2 or 4 kilometers of brisk walks on a treadmill. I'm sorry, I really don't like running, so I'd rather walk fast than run. And I put those to finish every training session to hit at least 7 to 8,000 or more steps a day. On top of that, I have added boxing bag sessions to my training as well, as this as well is a form of cardio, but is not as terrible as running. And besides, punching and kicking a boxing bag, feels good. So there you have it. Here is my recipe. I try to move as much as I can throughout the day. I have increased my steps daily. If I cannot walk around more, I walk on a treadmill longer and faster. I added boxing bag sessions as another form of, say, total body cardio and stress relief. And this is on top of my weightlifting, because my goal ultimately is to be healthy and strong. These simple tweaks have been working for me great. I feel a lot better now because I do more. But see, changes don't have to be radical. But as you are aware of, even a single small change, if applied consistently, can create an enormous result over time compared to a great effort applied sparingly. Don't believe me? Think about how a single drop of water, day after day, can carve a hole in a rock. That's it for today. I hope you were able to learn something new and that starting from this moment onwards, you'll be moving around a little more. Thank you so much for listening. If you like this podcast, please share it on your Instagram and social channels and leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcast. That is really super helpful. For any question, find me on Instagram at thecarl.fit. Happy week!